Kia ora everybody and welcome along to Wednesday evening's Lifestyle Show. Now tonight we head back into the kitchen with our chef Scott Richardson, and it's also your chance to win this week's fantastic novel. But first up, joining me in the studio is Radio Southland manager Darren Ludlow. How are you?
Great, Jenelle, thanks.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for the opportunity, good to be here again.
Now last time I talked to you was a month ago. And how's it going so far since we've been on screen together?
So far so good, actually, and lots of feedback from our last appearance on Lifestyle. Thank you very much, right. Which is exactly what we're after. Part of what Radio Southland's about is making itself known to the community and being utilised as a community asset. Today's Wednesday, so it's our busiest day of the week on air. It starts, well, we carry the BBC World Service from midnight through till 9 in the morning, which always provides an interesting world perspective on major events. Lately, with everything that's gone on in Japan and in the Middle East, it's been quite interesting to get their perspective on the news. But Wednesday mornings for us start at 9 o'clock in the morning with a show called Girls Talk. Now this had just started, I think, when we last chatted, and has gone tremendously. The show's hosted by Shelley Armistead, and it really presents a whole range of issues that concern women of all ages, topics of interest, information, and just some good old-fashioned gossip and handy hints as well. What Girls Talk has shown us, though, is that the new methods of technology for broadcasting our show are really coming to the fore, because not all women are free to listen to a radio program from 9 till 10 in the morning. So a lot of people have picked it up because it's available as a podcast. And we have a podcast section on our website, and you're able to each week hear the latest edition at a time that suits people, and with the busy lifestyle that women have, that works in quite well. Yeah. At 10 o'clock, we generally follow that on a Wednesday morning with the book show, which is, I think, up to about, must be getting close to its 200th episode. And a variety of people from within the community look at the wide range of books, those wonderful tactile things that people still like to buy and borrow to see what's new. There are author interviews and reviews. So that goes from 10 till 10:30. At 10:30, Burleigh Rest Home in Winton bring us a Southland stable. It's a program called Old Folks at Home. And basically this started way back in the 1970s with Alan Wright, back in the old 4ZA days, and then was carried on by Phil Denton. And when the program stopped being carried on Radio New Zealand at that time, Phil Denton came to work for Radio Southland. He brought the program with him. These days, Phil passed away last year. These days, Brendan Burgess is the new host, and he's settled into that role really well, and it gets some tremendous feedback. So that generally goes from 10:30 through till about 12:30. Then we have a very interesting show on our Wednesdays called The Happiest Sound Around, which is a show presented by a woman called Bev Winiata. And Bev plays a variety of I guess really upbeat and eclectic music that you just sort of listen to and your toe starts tapping along and you feel good. And she has a lot of interesting interviews with different people from through the community that have new products and services available, almost like Lifestyle, but not as beautifully presented. And then after Bev's show, we have Noel Parry's Country Express, which goes through until about 5:30 and has been a popular feature on the country music calendar for quite a few years now. And Noel's one of our longest standing program makers and is something of an icon. So that sort of takes you through from 9 o'clock through until 5:30 every Wednesday. And it's great to have all the activity and the people buzzing around the station. There are some days that are a bit quieter. Our Mondays and Tuesdays are a little quieter. So if there are people who are interested in making programs, we'd love to hear from them. Sometimes if you're coming in and wanting to start up a show, you might need to find a sponsor, but we can help you with that. And in some cases, if people meet the requirements of New Zealand On Air, then the sponsorship is provided for them, and we're hoping that local funders will help that as well. One of the things we're really interested in getting more of is more cultural programs. We have a Dutch program which features every week, for example, but we don't have, there are a lot of other cultures that have come to live in Southland, but we need our own Māori and Pacifical cultures to be represented, of course. I'd love a show in Te Reo, that'd be fabulous. But all the other cultures that are here, with all the international students that have come through SIT, there's something quite catchy about listening to people speaking in their native tongue. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, but you also pick up on their enthusiasm and also the music that they like to play as well. There's a real potpourri of great international music, some of which we've featured over the past month with a world music feature that we've put on. But no day is the same, and life is far from boring.
Wonderful. Hey, thank you very much for coming in, Darren.
Thanks, Jenelle.
And I guess they can just get in contact with you if people are watching the show and they're wanting to start something, they can just come in and have a chat with you.
We're on the phone book. We've got a website, radiosouthland.org.nz. We also live stream, so if you're not in our immediate broadcast area, if you go to our podcast page, you'll see a link that you can click on. You can listen live on your computer.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, and
Thanks,
we will see you next month. And of course, if you want to get in touch with Darren and his team, there is the website www.radiosouthland.org.nz. The frequency is 96.4, or you can contact them 03218 9891. A novel that is not only full of suspense, but will take you on a whirlwind of not what you know, but who you know. Anna Cameron is a new sergeant. On her first day, she discovers she will be working alongside her ex, who is now married with a child. She has fallen into an emotional roller coaster after many years without him, and now she has also plunged into the underworld of Glasgow's drag, and someone is killing local prostitutes, and violence is on the rise. Anna must deal with all this alongside tensions and backstabbing within her own team. To win this book, send your details into Q Television, PO Box 708 Invercargill, email lifestyle@qtv.co.nz, or visit the website www.qtv.co.nz and click on the lifestyle link. Make sure you get your entries in for that book. We're due for a short break now, but when we come back we have a chat about Hansel and Gretel.